to my channel. If you've been to my channel before, then you know that I haven't been here in a while. I know it says up there that I'm here weekly, and I should be, but life has happened, and I want to get back in the groove. And maybe you do too. Maybe we feel the same thing. And I've been talking to a lot of people in my life, and it seems like a lot of us are in the same boat. And so I figured, what do we need and how can I help? And I thought, I think it's time for another Pilates challenge. So we're doing a 4-week challenge. If you would like a daily email with the link to the workout, then you have to opt in. I have a Pilates planner that I created just for you, and it has lots of goodies in it, like trackers, and it has like all the things that you need to be successful in this, how to create habits. It's also got like a layout of all the workouts. It also has links to some bonus workouts. So that's fun. But opt in at balancetothecore.com/transformin4. It's 4 as in the number 4, and I'll put it in the description below as well. What you're going to need in this challenge is a squishy ball. If you don't have a squishy ball, you can use a pillow. You're going to need light handheld weights. If you don't have those, you can use water bottles or soup cans, and a flex band. And this is not super strong. It's actually on the lighter side, but you can use stretchy leggings or like a robe belt or something like that maybe has a little give. Okay, now I'll have to be like 100% honest with you. Life happened. I wasn't consistent with taking care of myself, actually really wasn't, and I don't want to be on camera. And maybe you felt the same way about not wanting to do something and having to just have a bigger reason of why you're doing it. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to keep each other, you and I, accountable, and to help you kind of just kickstart your Pilates practice and start taking care of yourself. Really important that we're kind to ourselves, and that's sort of what this challenge is. It's just to bring us back to ourselves and allow us to feel good and know what it means to make ourselves a priority, because what we make a priority, we do and we take action on. And what we value and love, we take care of. So we need to be that top person. And when we do that for ourselves, we can give it to others. So let's do this, okay? So yes, I don't want to be on camera, but I'm here. So let's do this. Okay, lie down on your mat. We're going to lie on our backs. Just when you lie down, you're just going to feel your body release to the mat. Let it happen. And just inhale through the nose. You can exhale out through the nose or out through the mouth, whatever feels right for you. But just notice how those breaths can really help you let go. You might even feel like just this like weight lifting off of you. Maybe not, that's okay too. All right, let's get our feet so they're sit bone distant apart, your arms down. And just keep breathing into the ribs, into the upper back, feeling that open there. That area is tight. We're flexed forward all the time, so it's just really scrunched and tight. So let's open it up. You might need some props, maybe something under your back or under your low back. And again, you can check that video there for your alignment. Now we're going to start just little mini marches. Like you're just going to hover your foot off the mat. And then you switch sides. Like kind of don't overthink this right now. I just want you to sort of feel what's happening in your body as you're doing this. Are you shifting your weight from side to side? What we want to happen is we want to stabilize the entire torso. And yes, it's going to shift a little bit because we're human, but I want you to really stabilize your pelvis. So you got to get into those abdominal muscles. Your breath is going to help. You want to anchor the arms, the upper arms, the palms, your shoulders, and just to kind of feel your back and chest widen, your heart anchor. So we're concentrating a lot on like what's happening in our posture, not really the movement of the legs. Feel the pelvis getting heavier into the mat and wider and heavier and anchored. We can start to make those marches a little bigger, and when it comes to a little bit bigger, you're going to have to stabilize the opposite leg on the mat. So as you push that foot into the mat, you're going to float the other one up. And what that's going to do, it's going to start to ignite muscles behind your leg. It's going to ignite your seat muscles. So it's like your outer hips, your thighs, your booty, and your abs. And I call this power to the pelvis. These are all the muscles that wrap around your pelvis. Now let's start to get it maybe like a little tabletop pose. So inhale, exhale. Anchoring the pelvis, not letting it shift or lift, not letting it tuck or arch. Our torso just stays as it is. Our belly stays engaged. The opposite foot pushes into the mat to ignite the back of your legs. Maybe we make it a little bit more challenging and lift your arms up to the ceiling, but keep your back wide and anchored. Very common theme, right? Wide and anchored. So we just want to feel part of the earth. Maybe you reach the arms just a little bit back behind you and notice how that allows you to feel your abs a little bit more, but your low back hasn't arched and nothing's changed. Bring your arms back down, and now we're going to lift one leg and we're going to keep it there. All right, and just notice, where's your posture? Where's your pelvis? Anchor it. Take an inhale. On your exhale, float that other leg up and notice what happened in your low back. Did it arch? Did your pelvis move? Let's try that again. Lower the legs with control, and we're going to lift one leg. And then exhale. Were you able to control? Let's see if we can stay here. Keep the legs with some distance between them. And we're just going to try to keep our upper body really anchored and stable. The back of the pelvis anchored, open, upper back anchored and wide. And that waistband just pulls into your spine. Maybe you reach those arms up to the ceiling. You don't have to. So we're taking away the stability of the arms. So everything is in that centered. You can keep the arms down on your mat or up like this. And we're just going to tap one toe, pull back up, tap the other, pull back up. Try not to rush this. I want you to really feel the inhale, pulling the belly in. And then on your exhale, pull that belly in more to bring the leg back up. And as you do this, you're not changing the shape of the spine. You're just using those deep core muscles to help support the pelvis and keep that spine in its just natural shape. Good. Arms down if they're not already, and bring those legs down. We're going to keep those legs the same distance and just roll that pelvis towards you. And as you pick it up, push your feet into the earth. All right, you might have to adjust your feet. Now, as you push your feet into the earth, feel them drag towards your seat and your seat to your feet. Push that tailbone long through your inner knees, and then we roll down through the spine. Articulating it until you find that start position. Again, we roll the pelvis towards us. As we do, try not to let the shoulders roll forward. All right? That's just showing us some tightness in the shoulders. So if they do roll forward, just noticing that. It's information for you. Anchor the arms, the upper arms as you roll down. Staying on that spine. One more time, we roll it up. Reaching the pelvis through those knees. Gaze is up. And then we just roll it down through the spine. Excellent. Grabbing that thigh, rolling up, sitting up tall, and notice the tallness in your spine. right? It's the same shape as we were just on the mat lying down, but now we're seated upright. So I want you to maintain the tallness and start to pull your waistband back. As you pull it back, the body will start to follow, but we're not collapsing in this. You still want to keep that tall sensation. And then we dive forward on an exhale. Inhale it back, feet stay anchored. I'm losing my mic here. And then exhale, dive. So the waistband initiates this all. You're pulling the waistband back. You pull that waistband back as you come forward. If you want to let go of those arms, feel free. So we're just teaching our body to work with intention. If you've worked with me, you know that I'm a lover of the details. The details is where we see results. When we work with intention, we work with this mind-body connection, it's amazing what happens to our bodies. They like transform in front of our eyes. All right, so now we're going to roll down, articulate it through the spine, all the way down till you're lying down, finding that posture. Arms go up, close your fingertips and reach them long, and start to take those arms back behind you. We're going to lift those arms up. You're going to curl your upper body up, and as you come up, grab those thighs, and then the waistband pulls back as you come forward. And again, we roll it back, articulating through the spine. Arms go back, find that posture. And curl it up and over again. We're not collapsing. Keep that waistband back, but keep that sensation of a nice, long, tall spine. Got one more. Now we're going to roll back. And as you come back, take your right leg in towards your chest. You might have to bend your other leg a little bit more to keep that leg flat, foot flat. Now we stretch this leg up to the ceiling. And again, you're anchoring that pelvis and keeping it nice and wide. Anchoring the upper back, keeping it nice and wide. And then draw your waistband in. Give me small circles as you maintain that posture of your body. If you have a hard time keeping the pelvis stable, your low back's arching, put that rolled up hand towel underneath there. I explained that in that video up there. And then we're going to circle the other way. Nice, stable body. Good. And then we just hug it in and we switch sides, place that foot down, take the other leg up. Push this foot down, widen the pelvis and anchor it, and then we circle. And the key in these circles is we don't want that other thigh moving. It's really about keeping stability of the rest of your body as you move this leg. Sort of what we did in our warm-ups with the toe taps. And then we circle the other way. And this is like holy posture, what we're working today. We're keeping it very basic, but hopefully you feel the power in the basics. Even if you've done Pilates forever, I always go back to the basics. They feel so good. And you get deeper each time. Roll yourself up. You work more the details. The more advanced you get and you go back to details, then your advanced work gets more deeper. Okay, so now lift up and just pull your waistband back, elbows wide. And when you go back to the basics, there's always something new that you learn. Okay, so now the waistband pulls you back as your butt lifts up to the ceiling, and then pull the waistband back as you come up. Try not to let those feet touch the ground. Elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale. And if you don't want to roll, I should say, you can also do a half roll back. You can go back. Those roll-ups, always go to what works for your body, because basically all these exercises work the same muscles. You're getting stronger. And then we're going to curl back. So pull the waistband back, but you're not going to let your upper back or head touch the mat. One leg goes in, one leg goes out. We pull, pull, switch, pull, 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 pull. In, one more each side. Go ahead, hug it, and lower the feet down. You can take your hands underneath your hips or arms down by your sides. Under your hips just gives you a little bit more support for the low back. We're going to bring our legs in and bring them together. So we're all about posture today, right? So waistband in, pelvis wide and anchored, chest wide and anchored, and here we go. You're going to start to stretch those legs away at a high diagonal, almost towards the ceiling where the ceiling and the wall meet. And you're going to maintain that belly scoop, and you're not going to let your low back arch. And then we bend in. So if you can't straighten your legs all the way, that's fine. Want you to feel how the legs reach from your center. All right. So it's not super leg power. It's like, hello, my power is right here. Notice, are your shoulders trying to do it? Are they tensing? Are they rolling forward? Anchor them. 2 more. Keep your knees together. Be intentional with all of your movement. And then bring it down. Interlace your fingertips behind your head. We're going to really feel the power of your head in your hands, the hands in your head. So kind of that balance. And then we're going to lift into a chest curl as you pick up your right knee into that tabletop pose we did in the beginning. Now pull your knee in as you take your armpit towards your knee and hold. Push your opposite foot into the mat and really feel the back of that leg to turn on, right? And then as it's turned on, you're going to twist at your waist even more and then come down to center. See those details and how they work? It's fabulous. All right, come up. All right. We love the details. So now we're going to pull the armpit towards the knee. Stay there. Really push that opposite foot in the earth and then try to get the armpit and knee closer without yanking on the head. Good. Bring it down. The more you can get into these details, lift, curl, like that foot pressing into the earth, right? And trying to twist more. You see how the details make you get into your waist more? The more you activate the muscles in your body, the more your whole body works together. And then actually more muscles work and you get stronger faster. Pull, 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 pull. Good. And then the next time you do a workout and you pick up the pace, your body's going to know what it's doing and you're going to feel more powerful because you're turning on muscles that maybe have been dormant for a while. Because you can see they don't automatically work unless you put your mind to it. Push that opposite foot down and pull, 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 pull. That's mindful movement for you. I love it. Legs in, roll yourself up. Good. All right, so we're going to do a little spine stretch forward. So take your heels onto the outer edges of your mat and sit up tall. Your heels push down. Be active in it. And see when you do that, you activate the back of your legs. Yes, hello. All right. Now push your butt bones down and sit tall. Take an inhale. If your knees bend, that's fine. Take an inhale, exhale, pull the waistband back as you dive over your legs. And I want you to feel the power in your center in this. We're not reaching forward, we're reaching up and over. And then roll it up. Picture like sharp spears coming out of or like knives coming out of your thighs. And you don't want the tips of those knives to touch your torso. So you're trying to lift your body up and over those. And roll it up so you can feel how the waistband really works on that. Dive over. Relax your shoulders. And up. One more time, just for fun. Up and over. And up. Beautiful. Shake it out. Love it. Okay, let's go to our stomach. Oh my gosh, all right, we're at 15 minutes, I think. All right, I told you 20 minutes max, so 5 more minutes. The detailed work, you don't get as much of the exercises in, but you can see you get the juiciness out of every exercise, right? You get every last bit out of the exercise. Okay, so now legs are long. So we got to pull our waistband in again. So can you try that here? Pull it into your spine. Do you feel? So you can feel how it lengthens your low back, but then you also want the sensation of your tailbone reaching long. So we're creating an anchored pelvis the opposite way. So when you reach that tailbone long, maybe your pubic bone anchors a little bit to the mat. Feet anchor, and then just turn your inner thighs up a little bit. Okay, now let that all go. When I let that all go, it sinks all into my low back. All right, we want to lengthen the low back. So try again. Pick up the abs, scoop them into your spine, like that waistband, and then the tailbone gets long, almost like you're tucking it a little bit, but not so much. Feet anchor. Now we want to try to maintain That reach of the tailbone as you start to lift your chest. And then your chest presses forward as you keep that tailbone long and your waistband in and your feet down. Lower down. You feel those 3 points? Waistband, tailbone, feet. Then lift up. You have to anchor them more. So anchor that pubic bone more as you reach through that chest. Now that's going to work your posture. All right. Hand on hand, rest your forehead on your hands. You're going to do the same thing. We got 3 of these now. With your hands glued to your forehead, you're not going to get up as far. And your belly's going to have to work harder. And your tailbone reaching is going to have to work harder. And your feet anchoring have to work harder. Good. When I say harder, I don't mean grip muscles. I just mean get more mindfully attached to that stabilization. Focus more on stabilizing. What I see a lot are feet lifting because your feet are trying to compensate the tightness. One more time. It's okay to lift your feet if you're intentionally lifting your feet. And there's that word intention again. So let's lift the feet intentionally now. So now you're going to reach those legs long. As you lift, you got to really reach that tailbone long. Anchor that pubic bone. It's very different when you're really on purpose trying to lift the legs. One more. And this reverse, all that round back that we have. If you're in a computer screen, if you're on your cell phone a lot, texting, good, and release. Everything we do in life is in front of us, so we have this forward posture that's just the worst for us. Whether you're stressed, you have neck pain, headaches, a lot of that can be due to posture. So if we can just work on our posture, it's amazing how we can relieve a lot of stress, get energy flowing in our bodies, decrease all of that pain. All right, so you're going to get in a mermaid position. And if you want to sit and elevate yourself, if this is tough, you can sit another way, sit in a chair. But we want to try to get the longest spine we can. And if you've noticed, I've put our spine in all directions. We've flexed, we've extended, we've twisted, we've stayed stable and long. So those are 4 spinal shapes. This is the last spinal shape that we have, and we try to do all spinal shapes in our workouts. So now if you reach the arms long, stay long in your spine, you're going to teeter-totter over, up and over. So keep a long spine and just flex to the side. Come back up and we go the other way. So you see, we're not crunching into it. We're staying long in our spine as we go over. That works more of your center. So now go over, let's stay there, and then press your palm into the ground if you can. Turn the other palm towards you and stretch it over your ear and look down. And then we come back up. We go over, palm finds it. Keep that arm on your back so it doesn't come up to your ear. Turn this palm and stretch it over your head as you bend your bottom elbow and stretch it long. Push back up, find your center, other way. Lift tall as you go over, turn the palm and stretch. And up and over. How's your energy now? How do you feel? I feel a ton better in the beginning of class, that's for sure. And I often say to myself, why don't I get on the mat more? But when you're in that place where it's just life taken over, it's hard to make time, or at least we tell ourselves that, but we're not going to tell ourselves that anymore. It's not hard. We can find the time. We're going to because we're worth it, right? Okay, find it. Pull the belly in, find your posture. Float the arms up, and we're going to go teeter-totter up and over, and it's going to feel different, right? All right, I'm a little past 20 minutes. This is our last exercise, so just bear with me. Turn the palm and stretch over and look down. It's so important to get your side work in. And that's what I love about Pilates. It's one of those modalities that works the side body too, which is like the best for our posture, because we're talking posture and alignment this week. And there's nothing better for your posture and alignment and core strength than working your side. Did I do 3 on each side or 2? I'm sorry, I'm talking so much. I don't know. So, hey, we're going to give ourselves a little extra love. Good. And come to center. Whew. All right, just spin that leg around, have a seat, and let's just see how we feel. So close your eyes just for a moment so you can scan your body, notice the energy. So Pilates is a type of exercise that doesn't put a lot of strain and stress on the body. So it's more like you create energy. So by the end, you're like full of energy. It doesn't deplete your energy. So that's what I love about it, and especially if you're a woman in her later 40s and above. We have a lot of stress in our bodies, and that makes us hold on to weight, and a lot of like joint pain happens, and then other aches and pains. So if we can move our body in a stress-free way and give it kindness and love at the same time, it brings down those stress hormones. So hopefully you're feeling a little brighter. Maybe give yourself a little smile and notice what that does for your energy. Hopefully you feel brighter and good, and you'll come back. So come back again tomorrow. Really try to, work within and give yourself this commitment to yourself, because oftentimes why we don't keep a habit is because we haven't worked it from here yet inward. We haven't become that person to give ourselves this identity of someone that takes care of themselves, right? So we need to make this commitment to ourselves. We deserve it. So commit to your mat work every day, and I will be here with you making the same commitment. We can do this. I will show up on camera for you. All right. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. And remember to download that planner if you want a daily workout, journal question, and maybe some other goodies like bonus workouts and other things. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. To get more out of this challenge, you need to get the Ultimate Pilates Planner. It has everything you need to work from the inside out. So you're going to really work on the mind part of the mind-body connection. You're going to have trackers to keep you consistent and accountable. And my favorite part of this all is you're going to have bonus workouts. So if you don't have time for 20 minutes, you get these quick little 8 to 10 minute workouts to really fit into your day. You're going to get an email in your inbox every day with a journal prompt plus the link to the workout of that day, and maybe some other little goodies for me to keep you inspired and accountable. So head over to balancetothecore.com/transformin4.